This episode is sponsored by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro for free at RamseySolutions.com/invest. You're listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires, where we talk investing, retirement, building wealth, and outrageous generosity. Gina is in Sacramento. Gina, welcome to the show.
Thank you for taking my call. I
Sure.
have a quick question on investing. I'm on baby steps 4 and 6, and I've always heard that you should contribute to your company retirement plan to get the match. But what about when the rate of return is really low and I'm having better returns in my Roth IRA? Should I just max that out instead?
I don't see it as an either or. And so if you look at our investing strategy, it's 5 words. Math beats Roth, beats traditional. And so what is your match with your employer?
So if I contribute 4%, they will contribute 2%, and that's the maximum.
Okay, great. So we're going to take that first because that's a 100% return. So regardless of what the fund is that you're invested in, you just doubled your money instantly, right?
But so
Or at least 50%
should I
of it.
pay attention? Should I pay attention to what the annualized rate is of return or the cumulative?
The annualized is what you're looking for. And you want to look at this
So
over a
that
long period of time. So I
I've
wouldn't
been
be looking
contributing
1 year
for
in.
4 years, and for the past 4 years, my annualized rate of return is 1.55%.
Okay. And what about your Roth IRA?
That is 4.8.
Okay. So what you want to look at is what am I invested in the Roth IRA? What actually makes up, is it a mutual fund inside of there? What are you invested in?
Yeah, it's just I picked a fund and then it just does its thing.
Okay. So what I would do is look in with your 403B plan and say, what am I invested in? Did I choose some rough funds? Do I need to change my allocations going forward? And that's what I would do. And usually there's going to be a financial advisor tied to your HR's 403B plan that you can reach out to with those kinds of questions. And if
Okay.
there isn't,
So
you can
just
always
keep
reach out
that-
to a SmartVestor Pro.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. That's a great question. And
Yeah.
I don't want you to get hung up because a lot of people, Ken, we always spout these numbers. We say, hey, you can get 11% annual average return if you invest in the stock market. And they go, where's my 11%? I'm getting 4% this year. And I'm going, well, yeah, I never said every single year on command it's going to be an exact 11%. I mean, I'm looking here, Ken, at this chart, right? This is the S&P 500. This represents the 500 largest, most established companies. And that's really what we call the stock market. They represent the overall stock market. And in 2020, we had a return of 18.4%. Everyone would say that's amazing.
Yep.
2021, 28% in 2021. And then 2022 happened and everyone freaked out because it was negative 18%.
What are we on track for right now?
And we are back up. So far, 2023, 17%. And so when you
again,
look at those numbers, and you can see this chart, there's a whole lot of blue, which means we're up, and a whole little bit of red. And so when you look at the long-term track record of the stock market, most of the time it's trending up. And yes, if you look at a given period, 6 months period, a year period, you may not see 11% or 18% or 20%. But overall, what you're looking for is a good, solid mutual fund. It has a good track record. It's invested in the right kinds of companies. We recommend splitting it into 4 different types of mutual funds. So you've got growth and income, aggressive growth, and international. And what that does, it just diversifies. It just says, hey, let's not put all of our eggs in the Silicon Valley basket of all these hot tech startups. Let's not put all of our eggs in the old big companies like the Home Depots of the world. And let's also invest in some international companies like Samsung or Nestle so that if the U.S. market takes a dip, we found there tends to be an inverse relationship where the international funds could balance that out. And so that's all you're doing. And over the course of your investing journey, which is not a year, it's 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, you're going to see great returns and you will thank us later. So you can look into it. I wouldn't stress. I don't look at my 401k every 3 months to see, am I up, am I down? I just invest for the long haul. And once a year, once every 6 months, I'll check it just to see what's going on. But I don't stress out about it.
Yeah, I don't even think about it. I just know that what the average is saying, it's going to be great, and just hold on to it. And, there's so much fear-mongering out there and so much news about everything that's bad. You'd be surprised if you just took 3 days, just 3, and didn't pay attention to the news at all, how much better you feel, and then check back in and go, my life doesn't suck.
That's right. And remember this, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. Don't jump off the roller coaster until the ride is over, my friends. Thanks for tuning in to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. To learn more about how to plan for retirement, visit RamseySolutions.com/retire or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/smartvestor.